Hey everyone, welcome back to the fourth episode of season 2 of the Bet on Yourself podcast. This is an episode I've been working on for a while, and honestly, it's pivoted a little bit since I first drafted it up. The original theme for this edition has been around business plans. A lot of my consulting clients talk to me about how to position themselves to disrupt an industry, how to be the most innovative and creative they can be, and how they want to create their legacy with what they're building. And as I started thinking about that, I realized that the best practices and advice that I give to these consulting clients also applies to individual careers, not only to companies. So, to be clear, as we get going, this episode is for entrepreneurs with ideas who want to know what their hard work is going to pay off into and whether their existing business or side hustle or startup is in alignment with that. Second, this is for individuals, people who want to level up, to be seen as a leader, and to make a really big impact. So the common theme here is about disruptive growth, whether that's for yourself, your career in general in the long run, and your company. So first, who are we talking about? I talk a lot about entrepreneurs, but how do we really define that? And I heard a really interesting podcast interview recently with Steve Blank, the author of The Lean Startup. Now I'm going to talk across this episode of 3 really pivotal key books for any entrepreneur. So make note of these 3. You're definitely going to want to read them. So Steve Blank, in this podcast episode, was talking about how he recognized that he was an entrepreneur early in his career, even though he started in the military. He said, "I think entrepreneurs make their own luck. Even when I was in the military, the number one rule in the military was don't volunteer for anything. I volunteered for everything. And half of that time, yes, was cleaning latrines and peeling potatoes. But the other half of that time actually made my career. I ended up doing some amazing things because no one else wanted to volunteer for them, or no one else would even show up. And I would say that is maybe the number one thing that differentiates entrepreneurs with, normal people, is normal people expect to be recognized for what they do, and entrepreneurs make their own recognition and create their own reality."